I often make posts, are you prepared? Are you ready? And when I say things like that, that is actually more towards myself. I ask myself that question, especially recently. And I'm talking about not just in recent weeks, but just all through this move. And this is total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin and Ethereum. This is altcoins. So really, you know what the bear market was for and the bottoming out of it all. We cover content. This was accumulation. This was long-term, just focus on the vision long-term, wait, accumulate. And now, post-Bitcoin halving, and especially now, are we ready? What might be getting ready to happen in the months ahead here for altcoins, for crypto, total crypto market cap in general, could be of epic proportions. And I'm going to lay that out for you to the month in this video. There are some indicators even on this chart that I want to go over. We're going to talk about speculatively as we end January, go into February. What is next for altcoins? So hit the subscribe, hit the like on the way in. Before we jump into it, I do want to lay some groundwork in terms of what is going on outside of just crypto markets in general. And then I will look at price action on the short term for Bitcoin just to get an idea of where we're looking for a Bitcoin breakout. But M2 money supply is pumping. Just make note of this. This is one of the most important charts. You want to see crypto and altcoins pump? M2 money supply. The liquidity that we need in these markets, right, is really reflected on this chart. And if you just look, 2022 just in the decline, 2023 sideways and down. I don't think a lot of people realize that M2 money supply consolidated in this way, a multi-year consolidation, and it's trending up right now at a brilliant time for crypto markets because we are in that fourth year, the bull market year of a four-year cycle for crypto. I don't know if you saw my post the other day reposting Benjamin Cohen over here. The Bank of America has announced the end of the Bank of Canada has announced the end of quantitative tightening. So it is beginning. And I reposted, I said, the breakout of all breakouts is coming. Do not be distracted by small short-term dips. Zoom out and prepare. US is next. I genuinely think that. This is the US dollar currency index. I will continue to track this chart now because as we actually find similarities between 2 cycles ago, that is to say on the Bitcoin chart, right? And altcoin charts, but we look at 2 cycles ago, so many similarities back here to what is happening this cycle. But then we look at the US dollar and we say, you know what? 2 cycles ago, we had Trump. He was saying the dollar was too strong. This cycle, we have Trump again saying interest rates are too high. And we have a bullish Trump on crypto this cycle. But this chart, the US dollar chart, I can't help but continually track this through 2025 to see how this plays out. And maybe this won't play out how we want, right? Maybe the US dollar just pumps out of this channel and we don't get a similar thing that happened last cycle. I don't know, but I'm absolutely tracking it because if we do start seeing the dollar fall in this environment, M2 money supply increasing, guess what, everybody? This is going to be absolutely crazy. So let's look at price action of Bitcoin. We're going to look at altcoin markets. I'm very excited to look at some indicators on altcoin markets and really just talk about the next few months. What could absolutely be getting ready to happen if we kind of have this really nice confluence of all this bullishness. But I want to start here with Bitcoin monthly returns. What I want to point out to you is if we're in this 4th year, the bullish year of a 4-year cycle, if we go back to previous cycles, last cycle, the 4th year of the bullish cycle was 2021. So you can see January, which is the month we're in now, 14% for Bitcoin. February was a very good month, 36% of 2021. And then we go even 2 cycles ago. I want to point out 2017, this was Trump, right? Getting inaugurated, nothing. And then February, green month. So this is not a guarantee, right? But February lining up potentially to be a breakout month for Bitcoin. What I would say is the most bullish environment that crypto has ever operated. It is the most bullish environment crypto has ever traded. And just don't forget it. M2 money supply increasing right now. So this is February. We're getting ready to go into February. This could be a massive month, a breakout month for altcoins, which I'm about to just show you and visualize on the charts. But right now, Bitcoin on the short term, something to track. And this is something I'm watching, so I wanted to mention it. We have this channel, a very clear channel that Bitcoin is within, right? This lower support area in the lower 90s. You can see these wicks of Bitcoin just testing that area over and over again. The consolidation of the moving average is very nice. Even short-term support and bounce off those moving averages is very nice, but we're hitting this resistance. The resistance I've kind of put at these areas where Bitcoin's having trouble closing a candle. It's really above $106,000. $106,000 is a very key resistance area for Bitcoin at this channel. So on the short term, as Bitcoin right now trades at around $105,000, I will be watching. Can Bitcoin get a daily close above this blue line and start seeing this breakout? Even as we're getting ready to go into February, the breakout out of this channel is around $125,000. So this would be incredibly meaningful, not only for Bitcoin, obviously. Bitcoin hitting $125,000. Hitting $100,000 is ridiculous. $125,000. These milestones are going to be really fun and exciting for crypto markets to track, but it's around a 20% move to the upside. If Bitcoin does that, altcoins likely going to have their breakout moment. And what I mean by that is this. You might be like, well, altcoins kind of had a breakout moment, right? It's obviously been on the weekly chart, consolidation sideways, but there was a nice breakout moment. Notice one thing that altcoin markets have not done yet. They've not really broken all-time high from last cycle. And if we go, and this is where we're really going to start visualizing why the next few months could get kind of crazy. And it's something to prepare for at the very least. If we go, because we're talking a lot about February, right? 2025 versus February 2021. Let's go back to altcoin markets and look at February 2021. What was going on? Here's February 2021 right here. Notice how altcoin markets, even then, were not breaking the previous cycle all-time high. So, but at February of 2021, notice what happened. What kicked off this move? A very bullish move. And that is what I put here. This fractal that you see here is basically that. And you can see how, man, people back then might have been like, man, there's resistance at this all-time high area. It's not going to happen. It's not going to break out. People right now, it's a double top. It's not going to happen. It's not going to break out. And look how fast it breaks the all-time high and actually just keeps pumping. And so before you know it, and I'm not saying this is guaranteed, before you know it, we could be getting a very similar move. Notice the time frame of this. 280 days post Bitcoin halving is where we are right now. Here's Bitcoin halving. We're 280 days post. This breakout for altcoin markets back then in February was 280 days post Bitcoin halving. So the timeline synergy here is crazy. And sometimes it just looks too good, right? So maybe the breakout moment won't be February because it is just lining up too good. But then we take it a step further. We look at kind of the momentum of this market. This looks even stronger. This market, the total crypto market cap excluding Bitcoin Ethereum, excluding Bitcoin Ethereum, is not even overbought, right? So we're kind of just hanging out here. We've consolidated out of overbought. There is so much upward momentum for a move to the upside. If we look at February, right, this breakout moment, February 2021 right here, look where it was. It was overbought and still had months of upside. Not to mention after consolidation, more months, right, of upside. So right now, we have all of this in store. All of this is in store. And that's why if you notice, post Bitcoin halving last cycle to the bull market high, 546 days. 546 days post 2024 halving brings us all the way into fall of 2025. We're only in January. This could be a very exciting year for crypto, everybody, and for altcoins. Lastly, on this chart, look at the stock RSI. So the stock RSI right here, consolidating kind of, and this is a quicker moving momentum oscillator, but notice the similarities even right now, January 2025 compared to January 2021, just consolidating, and then boom, here's that move, that power move. Are we about to get this power move to the upside for altcoins? This is what I'm watching. Bitcoin dominance. One thing I noticed, because it has been weird, Bitcoin, and it is what it is. It doesn't, these cycles don't always have to repeat, but remember we had this first fall Bitcoin dominance on this weekly and then kind of sideways below the 20, below the 50. Then we have this first fall Bitcoin dominance and we actually popped back above the 20 week moving average. One thing I noticed though is that is different, but Bitcoin hit the lower high Fibonacci and this last swing high was right below the lower high Fibonacci. Hits the lower high. Could this be that last swing high right below the lower high Fibonacci? That's what I'm watching on Bitcoin dominance. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below about all these things. I'm bullish for 2025. Hit the subscribe, hit the like. I'll see you in the next video. God bless.